Hello and welcome to the channel. Presidential candidate of the African Action Congress AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has called President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government a Yahoo government, saying that at the end of his tenure, his family will be the richest in Nigeria, even as he wondered what has happened to the fuel subsidy money. Let's talk details. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Tinubu's family will become the richest in Nigeria at the end of his tenure. Sowore. The 2023 African Action Congress AAC presidential candidate, Omoyele Sowore, has said that President Bola Tinubu's administration is a Yahoo government. The political activist stated this while condemning the subsidy removal and the proposed 8,000 naira palliative of the federal government. Speaking during a roundtable discussion in Abuja, Sowore lamented that Tinubu's family will become the richest in the world at the end of his 4 years tenure. He questioned what the federal government has done with the money from the fuel subsidy. Sowore pointed out that no roads have been constructed and National Youth Service Corps NYSC members are yet to be paid their allowances. According to Sowore, this Tinubu's government is Yahoo government. His family will be the richest in the world by the time he does 4 years as president. This is not our government, and we have accepted to liberate this country. There is nothing I have said since 2019 that has not come to pass. How can you help somebody to build a refinery and you can't repair your own? The money Dangote used in building his refinery came from the NNPC that he claimed can't manage refineries. I was the first person to say that Dangote can't complete the refinery when Buhari went to commission it. Palliatives is an insult on the people. The number of fuel trucks smuggled. The problem with this subsidy is that the people known by the government are the ones stealing the money. They are all lying that subsidy is not good for Nigerians. Subsidy is the only thing that Nigerians enjoy, and they themselves are following it up. Since they removed subsidy, which road have they constructed? They have not even paid the salaries of NYSC members. Nothing has changed in Nigeria, and the only thing subsidy has brought is hardship and suffering. Sowore also berated President Bola Tinubu's administration over its announcement to pay the sum of 8,000 naira to 12 million Nigerian families for 6 months to cushion the effects of petrol subsidy removal. Tinubu had unveiled plans to transfer 8,000 naira to 12 million poor households in the country. He said the money will be sent to poor Nigeria within the next 6 months. The president's plan was contained in a letter to the House of Representatives over the $800 million loan request of former President Muhammadu Buhari's administration for the Social Safety Net program. He urged the House of Representatives to secure the loan. But reacting to the development, Sowore described Tinubu's administration as a government of renewed shege. Speaking via Twitter, the political activist lamented that the federal government has no respect for the Nigerian people. He wrote, "The government of #renewed shege. So, artificial Habat is going to provide palliative of 53 naira per day for 6 months. Jokes carry too far. These guys don't rate Nigerians. #revolution now." Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. In related news, the Social Democratic Party SDP candidate in the 2023 presidential election, Prince Adewale Adebayo, slammed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the removal of fuel subsidy. Adebayo described President Tinubu as a hypocrite for opposing former President Goodluck Jonathan when he wanted to remove fuel subsidy in 2011 and went in the opposite direction when he came to power. In an interview with Arise News on Wednesday, Adebayo said Tinubu and his advisors should have provided palliatives and other plans to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal for Nigerians before the announcement. He said, "When we talk about hypocrisy, it didn't start with the labor unions. Hypocrisy started with President Tinubu himself, who opposed former President Goodluck Jonathan when he had a smaller amount of subsidy adjustment, and all of them went on the streets against it. And when they came to power, they went in the opposite direction. finished everything once and for all. It is not a political statement when you say people are hypocritical. We predicted all this. We were discussing it then. Nobody can pretend that he or she is not aware that it will affect factor cost. And if it affects factor cost, it will affect cost of living. If it affects the cost of living, more people will go into poverty. Speaking further, Adewale said the fuel subsidy removal has thrown more Nigerians into poverty in the last 2 months, warning that unless President Tinubu and his handlers rethink and have a backup plan, the government will fail woefully. He said, I think it is not too late for the government, starting with President Tinubu and co, to rethink and have a backup plan, because I have a feeling, and I am saying it with every sense of responsibility, that if they go the way they are going, they will fail woefully, not because they hate the people, but because they are adopting models that never worked. Also, the rare honor Kankanfo of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, has told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that Nigerians did not bargain for this kind of hardship. In a statement by Special Assistant on Media, Kehinde Aderemi, on Thursday, the leader of the Oodua People's Congress (OPC) lamented the current economic hardship in the country, triggered off by the removal of fuel subsidy, while stating that it is important for him to speak up. The traditional title holder noted that this is not what was expected from a president who is coming from the southwest region. Kicking against the hardship brought about by the removal of fuel subsidy, Gani Adams pointed out that commodities like power, health, food, and other necessities of life are being subsidized all over the world. Adams said, this situation is becoming very unbearable. There is no country in the world like Nigeria, a major producer of oil, where the citizens are groaning in pain over an insensitive increase in the prices of fuel. We knew how much we bought fuel before now. Nigeria is yet to survive the subsidy removal that led to the sudden increase in the price of fuel from 187 naira to 500 naira per litre, before it was jerked up to 617 naira per litre within 2 months. It is painful. No sensitive government will be happy when its citizens were suffering. It is imperative for me to speak up, especially with what we are experiencing now in the country. It is unfortunate. This is not what we expect from a president who is coming from the southwest region of the country. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye.